we are going to explore FIFU campus. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are gonna go explore the FIFU campus because not many of them who are gonna come here know actually what is inside the campus or how the campus looks like. So today we are gonna have a sneak peek at every single building, except I can't enter inside because there's construction for the EEF, which is also known as the Economic Forum. I'm sorry, Eastern Economic Forum. So I'll just give a glimpse of everything and make sure that you like the campus before you come here. This is the whole map of the university, and to make it simpler, I'm going to divide the map into different sections or portions. This is what I'm going to call portion A. This is portion B, portion C, portion D, and this is where you're going to study School of Biomedicine, and this is the laboratory building. Coming to portion A, this is the building which I showed you guys earlier. This is building A, to which of its either sides is B, D, C and E. All these 5 buildings are interconnected. And in connection to D, we have the S building, which is the indoor stadium hall. And F, it's a separate building. G is the School of Economics and Management. And portion B you see here, this 3, 8.1 and 8.2, 7.1 and 7.2, 6.1 and 6.2. This is a hotel or dormitory for students. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these buildings you see, which are over here, these are only for guests who are going to stay here. Like for example, your parents, if they're wishing to stay here, or else they can stay in the city if you want. And the rent for these buildings is around 3,000 or 4,000 per night. And portion C, you see 9th and 11. This 10 and 11 are the dormitories where the Indian students are stationed right now due to the pandemic. Portion D of the map, this one, is what we call the Mali Ajax. It is a group of 7 dormitories together, 2.1 to 2.7. And I guess that is it. This campus has 3 main gates and 2 small gates. The 3 main gates are Yuzhny Varoda, that is the last gate, Centralny Varoda, which I'm currently standing here, and the third one is the Minitets. And the 2 small gates, the one is at Veltotrom bus stop and the second one is at L building bus stop. I remember this. This building is the most famous building which you're going to see every single day in your life for the next 6 years if you're coming here. And the thing is, we got scammed because we thought this was our medical school. And the medical school is outside the campus, which is over there. Let me actually tell you what this building is supposed to be, not what's supposed to be, what is inside this actually. We have 3 to 4 coffee shops, a variety of coffee shops. We have robotics club, we have chess club, we have the head of ARIS office, ARIS Association of Russian and International Students, which is the biggest organization of FIFU. It is actually helping a lot of Indian students and international students to explore not only FIFU, not only the clubs inside the FIFU, but also the city, I mean the whole city, streets of Vladivostok, I would say. Can you actually believe that this building consists of 12 floors? Yeah, you got me there. I'll show you a video of how it actually looks from the back side. This is not ground level. This is the 5th floor where it actually starts. I think now you believe me that this building has 12 floors in it. So this building not only has those stuff whatever I told before, but also has got 2 bank offices. That is a Gazprom Bank and the Smart Bank, where you will be coming here and opening a new Russian account where you can withdraw money, exchange money, transfer money, and not only that, pay even your tuition fees. So this building is nothing but a group of classrooms, which I don't think it's relevant for, because it's for the other departments over here. And not only that, this A, B, C, everything is interconnected as I told you before. So this same building connects to the E building, and the E building is famous for what? the E-Cafe, known among the Indian students, where there is good Russian cuisine. And not only that, there is also printing services over there. Printing, Xerox, scan, copy, everything. That's my go-to place whenever I have to take printout. There are around 4 to 5 campus shuttle buses which you can ride them for free from morning 8 to evening 8. All the way, only just inside the campus. But we have an exception. These type of buses can also go outside and take you to the city for free. B building is one of the major administrative buildings other than A building over here, which every single student should know, because this is where you will get your documentation process like visa extension, getting your insurance and everything else. It's all over here. Not only that, you have to remember these 2 room numbers. B649, this is where the international students office is there, and B552, that is where all your passport and visa extension, so that's down there. And if you remember seeing my previous videos, the Avira videos, that whole hall, the big blue hall, is actually inside this building. Can you believe that? So here on my right, I have the G building, which is also known as a School of Economics and Management. Here is where you'll find students like studying economics, accounts, international relationships and affairs, etc. This is the F building, where you can come and play every single game, whatever you want, except for the cricket, because you have a basketball court here, a volleyball court, badminton courts, and a small court for football. And you can even practice judo and karate on the top floor. And on top of that is a ring where you can go around. Here, this floor is especially for swimming. You have a 7-lane, 25-meter swimming pool, and on the floor on top of that, you have a big room, especially for table tennis. I was just kidding about the cricket part, because to play cricket you need a whole floor, and that's not going to happen when people are playing volleyball, basketball and football or badminton. So what we do is that we usually come here during holidays, and we ask for permission to play in the entire floor, and we play a lot. We have had like tournaments and seasons going on over here. I think I have covered the center of the campus for now, and let's just jump on to the other side of the campus towards the residential building, which I'll be showing you from the outside for now. And whatever's on the inside, you'll see it in the next upcoming videos. How stupid of me to forget that there are extensions for the S building, the sports building. There is S, S1, and S2. So this is S1 over here. This is where we used to have our swimming lessons till second year, I guess. And there's S2 over there, where there's also gym, there's judo practice and every sort of stuff over there. So here we are now on the other side of the campus, which I call it the portion C. The dorms 9, 10 and 11. 11 is the last. This place is also beautiful. But the only backdrop is that only 9 dorm has a mini market inside it. But on the positive side, you have a small hospital center right behind 10 dorm. And that's a good thing because you can always go take a COVID test there instead of going to Mali Ajax or to 8.1. All the Indians who actually stayed back during this vacation period from July to September, mid-September, will be actually put to stay here in this portion D of this map called the Mali Ajax. And for now, currently, due to this pandemic, we are staying in 10 and 11 dorms. So this Mali Ajax consists of 7 dorm, 2.1 to 2.7, where 2.3 is where the quarantine dorm, and this is all dormitory for the workers and for every other laborers who are working here for this economic forum right now. And during the academic period of the year, these dorms are mainly given or assigned to students who have arrears, who have violated the rules, such as like jumping in through a window of someone else's dormitory just to be with the friends overnight, because you're not supposed to stay in the dormitory after 11, or trying to sneak in past the security, or like caught drinking or anything like that. There's a list of rules which you need to follow, but this is outside the campus. This is marked outside the territory of the campus. Okay, even though it has a lot of negative sides, such as like jam-packed rooms with only two sharing rooms are available in this whole of Mali Ajax, and only in some rooms you have 2 separate beds, and in some dorms in that side or this side, on the behind side, you have bunk beds. But still, if it is your wish, if you're willing to stay here, you can obviously apply for a relocation and change here. That's not going to affect the cost of the dormitory as of in the hotel or anywhere else. And one more positive impact which we have over here is this small minivan over here, which runs to the main building and fro, and that's very quick. Trust me, because every time you get up in the morning and you're hurrying to get to the college and you don't get the bus, this minivan is gonna help you a lot. And one major thing, none of these dormitories share the same facilities. Like example, there is only one kitchen for every alternate floor. There are no lifts also over here, and if you're getting a room in the 5th floor, you're gonna have to climb 5 flights of stairs. Regardless of this, my friends have stayed here, not because they failed or they have been caught in some complaint or anything. They have stayed here and they have given actually really good reviews. It's good if you want to live in isolation by a group or something, so still a thumbs up. PFU is one of the most beautiful tourist spots in whole of Vladivostok, if you ask me actually. And usually the security is strict, but towards the summer they are lenient because Russians love to get their suntans. Currently I am standing at the pier which was built by PFU actually. And this place is not only meant for boats, this place is also meant for people to dive into the sea and swim. And trust me, this is the best feeling you can ever get. Okay, am I covering the most iconic bridge? Here it is. This is the Ruski Bridge. There are actually 2 bridges in this whole city, and this bridge connects between the Ruski Island and main Vladivostok city. So I actually talked to you guys about the indoor stadium, which is the S building. Now I just wanted to give a glimpse of the outdoor stadium. So I'm currently in the middle of the football field, which I totally have to myself for this video shoot. And you see there's the basketball court, There's the volleyball court, and over there is the tennis court. So you would have seen in my previous videos, this is where we were playing our cricket tournament. And not only that, you can, if you actually perform well, you might actually get selected into the college team. A big shout out to Amjad, because he actually got the chance to represent FEFU as a part of college team in Moscow. In case you're wondering how to get passes from India to Vladivostok, I mean, you can still get it, but from the city to here, again, it's a problem. But you don't need to worry. FEFU already has a post office inside its campus exclusively for you guys. So I think that is the campus. I mean, the whole campus is there. Right. This building, I'm standing in front of it, is the M building. So the medical school or school of biomedicine. This is where you're going to be studying, where the lectures are going to be, and connected to that is the hospital, and to its right you can see that's the rehab center. So now I'm standing opposite G building. I'm going to L building, the laboratory building. This is where some of my classes actually took place. Biophysics, microbiology, we did a lot of experiments here. So I think that's the end of the video of this campus tour. I hope you liked it, and I hope you got as much information as possible. And if you have any more questions, you can contact me through my Instagram account, which I'll just here. So and if you're wishing to join this university and you haven't taken any admission yet, you can come to my consultancy. Don't worry, I'm offering you the cheapest price in all of India or all of Tamil Nadu. You can trust me, because it's not that I am running this company, it's my parents are also running this, and it is a registered company, so you can trust. And thanks a lot for watching this video. And don't worry, I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to make a lot more videos to keep you guys updated. If you have any more ideas which you would like me to do, please drop them in the comment section and wait for it. Bye bye.